everybody. Thank you for coming back to Vel Can Cook. I really appreciate you, and I thank you choice to watch my video. Tonight, I'm going to be making a meatless dish. It is going to be incorporated with a lot of onion and some good old mushrooms and some fettuccine noodles. And I'm gonna make a homemade cream sauce, and it's gonna be the bomb, y'all. And then hopefully this is a dish that you can include, you know, in your recipe book, and I hope that you really like it. You know, it's something that I like to do from time to time. Sometimes I go meatless because I want something good and something that I really enjoy, but you know, I'm trying to start to incorporate more meatless dishes and more vegan dishes into my diet here. You know, we still like chicken, we still like turkey, we still love fish and some seafood. Yeah, something different. Oh, it smells so good. 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 That's right. I forgot. A little bit of salt. Helps me sweat better. Can y'all see that? Oops. That's the stove. And I'm starting to get a... Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's that caramelization. You see that pretty brown starting to come through? Oh, these onions smell incredible, y'all. They really do. If you're an onion lover, you're gonna love this recipe. Trust me. It's a robust sauce, and it adds that flavor, that robust flavor, and meaty kind of flavor, umami to your dishes. All right, everybody. So my onions are caramelized. I'll let you see that. Let's bring this over here. Whoops. Y'all see that? They're good and caramelized. So now what I'm going to do is transfer these to a pan, and then I'm going to start with my mushrooms in this exact same pan. And, oh wait, here we go. I'm just going to transfer it to this styrofoam plate. Normally I'd have a regular dish, but I didn't grab one out. This is the closest thing to me. And it's clean, so get our onions out. Now we're going to add our mushrooms. And this is going to be a quick dish. After we do these, saute these mushrooms and season it, then I'm going to cook my sauce. That'll be it. That's like the whole recipe. All right, so here's my mushrooms. This is about, what, 3 cups of mushrooms? Add that. Into that. A little salt, black pepper, cayenne, I gotta open the cayenne, y'all. It's brand new. Cayenne, salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Oops. Olive oil. Powder butter. Worcestershire. So my mushrooms were creminis and baby bellas cut up, sliced, chopped, but just sliced. And I'm gonna let those cook down, give those about 1 or 2 more minutes. Because it doesn't take much, excuse me, it doesn't take much for mushrooms to really, cook down, because mushrooms are mostly water. They have a ton of moisture in them. Mushrooms, spinach, onions, those are foods with a good amount of natural water in them. So when you cook them, it don't take much to, shrink it, shrivel it down, cook it down for it to actually do its thing. So we're gonna let that sit for maybe another minute or so. And then I'm gonna take those out and I'm gonna add those to the onion, and then I'm gonna create my cream sauce. Right now, I got my water on. These eyes are just the weirdest thing for me, the placement of them. See that? See, I just did that on its own. I put it on the actual eye, and then it just shifts on its own. That's weird. So here's a tip for having a nice al dente pasta, and it doesn't really stick together a lot. So along with your salt, a lot of people just use salt for their water, but I use a little salt sometimes. And then I also use olive oil. And olive oil is really good for separating the noodles and, giving them a good even cook. And they have just that, that really smooth taste to them. Your noodles do. And that olive oil actually does the same with the noodles and make it all succulent and tender and yeah. My bad. That's look good. Now they smell amazing too. Let's see. So y'all can see this. You see the mushrooms? Don't they look good? Get the sauteing away. Ah, this little thing is so different. Putting a little pat of butter in there. So essentially what the mushrooms are doing also is caramelizing. We got any mushroom lovers out there? People that actually just really like mushrooms? They're different for me. You know, it took me a long time to actually get used to mushrooms or even wanting to cook with them. I'm just gonna be honest. I would like them like on my pizza or my spaghetti or lasagna or something like that, but like to use it as a main meat, I'm like, or just to use that in place of meat. I was kind of, kind of hung on that at first, but now I understand the importance of them and how they actually add to our bodies the same amount of nutrients or similar amount of nutrients, even as sea moss. And they're really good for our brains, which is incredible. I had to take me a sip of mine, y'all. My throat is getting dry. Okay. So my mushrooms are done. I think it's the seasonings. I'm going to put it together in the air. That smells so good. Let's see if I can see that. See those? Yeah. Those are done. So now I'm about to start my cream sauce. Transfer these over to my plate. But what I was saying about mushrooms is, sorry y'all, they actually carry a lot of good health benefits. So that's another reason why I'm like team mushroom too. To where I wasn't before. Okay, get these last few out. There we go. All right, so now comes the cream sauce. That elegant and delicious cream sauce. And what you want to start off with, or what I start off with, is a healthy pat of butter. And along with that, I add my heavy whipping cream. First, let my butter melt a little bit. And with heavy whipping cream, there are many different, options to this. For people that are strictly vegan, they do have vegan heavy whipping creams. They have vegan cream cheeses, vegan butter, of course, vegan yogurts. Anything that you would normally eat in dairy or consume in dairy, they have it now in vegan. So here we go. We're gonna add our cream, y'all. But I want all my heavy whipping cream. In this particular recipe, I just use the regular dairy heavy whipping cream. Let's stir that up. Okay. It's gonna come to a boil. And then what I do is I add my seasonings first. And the reason why I do that is because I want to make sure that I build my flavor profile while I'm cooking and making my, making my cream sauce. So again, I'm going with red pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of black pepper. And the point here is not to make it like super spicy, but you do want to make sure that you give it a little bit of bite. At least that was the recipe that I was reading. We're gonna add our cheese. We're gonna just start stirring immediately because we don't want everything to stick and clump up on us. You're gonna turn your fire down a little bit because you definitely don't want, you just want a good, nice cream sauce. You don't want anything that's scorched or burnt or clumps of cheese in it. And at the same time, right, we are good to go. Got them hands cleaned. Getting our cream sauce done. Oops. And then to this, what I'm gonna also add is my salt-free beef bouillon packet. You use that at your own preference, you know, you don't have to put the whole thing in there if you don't want. And you can just keep, you know, tasting it until it's to your pleasure. And you add my other cheese to this as well. This is my Italian blend Italian. Get a good stir on this. Want to take your time. When you're making a cheese sauce, you definitely don't want to rush this. This is not something you want to rush. Excuse me. Got my cheese sauce going. And what I want to also add to that is a little bit of water. Anytime if it's like really thick, and this isn't like crazy thick, it's not. And my fire is down to like 1.5. Clean, because this just had the cheese in it, y'all. So a little bit of pasta water, and you only want to add gradual, small amounts at a time, especially if you want to just thin it out a little bit. And that's my goal. It's just thinning it out just a little. That way I can have an even balance of what I'm trying to go for, which is a not too thick, not too thin cheese sauce. Okay, and now I also want to add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little. Get it all incorporated in there. And you can add as much or as little seasoning to this as you like. It's totally up to you. I do want a little bit more. See, look at that. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it. Put it up against something black that way. See? It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's just right. That's what you're going for. All right, and now I'm gonna throw my noodles in. Because in all honesty, when it comes to your noodle, they're left over. So, and I'm using fettuccine noodles. And you're gonna spread those out in your water. You can actually turn that off. I'm going to add a little bit more garlic powder. It's a balance. Anytime that you're making, you know, a pasta sauce, cheese sauce, red sauce, whatever sauce, you just really have to stay on it. Add a few more fettuccine. Oops. Y'all see that? I kind of dropped a couple of noodles. And again, because sometimes I have to say this, my hands are totally and perfectly clean. Again, I'm only cooking for the people inside of my home. So therefore, the only time I would use gloves is if it was an issue of cross-contamination, or if I'm using meats or different proteins. And in this case, I'm only using one, and that's the mushroom. If you want to call that your protein, you know. I mean, yeah, it's a protein, essentially, but, so no, I don't have on gloves. I am at home, just cooking for us. If I were cooking for others, then I definitely do use the gloves. Oh, this cream sauce is so beautiful, guys. So now with this, what I'm gonna do, while I wait for my noodles to do their thing, I'm going to add my mushrooms and my onions. Oh, it looks so crazy, but no, these are just beautiful and they're delicious and they're all those things. Everything smells so good. Okay, so what we're gonna do, take that, take that, take that, put that over here, as well as this, because this is trash. I'm a person too, like when I cook, I clean as I go. Like with my dishes, I just do. I just have to clean as I go. It's just the thing with me. I do not like having like a ton of dishes to cook afterwards. It's clean, clean. Afterwards. I'm gonna bring y'all so y'all can see this. Can y'all see that? Doesn't that look good? Just those delicious onions and those delicious mushrooms. All in there together. That is beautiful. I know it's going to taste amazing too. I cannot wait. See that? That pretty brown sauce now. Everything is incorporated. So now we're just waiting on our noodles to cook. And we're going to have a meal, y'all. All right. Let me get my dishes. So again, right now we're just waiting on our noodles, and it's only going to take about another 3 to 5 minutes. We want them al dente. Al dente is still, just basically means still a little bite to it. You don't want soggy, soft noodles. It just ruins a dish. Trusty tongs. noodles are al dente. And what I'm about to do is I'm about to drop them into my onion mushroom mixture. Smells real good, y'all. I'm about to have my husband taste it for me in a minute. He can tell me what he thinks. Come on, baby. Thin it out a little bit. Because to me, the cheese sauce looks a little thick. Just to me. And it's okay to use like some your pasta water. It's perfectly okay to do that. Especially if you are making a cheese sauce or even a red sauce. It is perfectly okay to add a little bit of your pasta water to your dish. It actually helps increase the flavor as well as gives you the perfect consistency to your noodles or whatever it is that you're making. Oh yeah, that's it. I would add just a tad bit more salt. A little bit more garlic powder. That sounds like a whole rock in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. That's it right there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put some on the plate so you can actually see what this looks like. Pork. And grab some. Mushrooms. I hope y'all like this if you make it for yourself. I really do. And then I'm going to put a little cherry on top. I'm going to add a little bit of cheese on top of this. This is a Parmesan Romano cheese. Just a sprinkling of it. Tell me that this is not all that and then some. Look at that plate, y'all. Yeah, baby. Look at that plate. That looks good. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I'm so glad that you did. I really hope that you got something out of this recipe and it's something that you will make for yourself and your family. This is a caramelized onion and mushroom fettuccine pasta. Thank you so much. You all have a blessed evening. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.